Of course, I was an ordinary person who studied hard. There's no miracle people. It just happens they got interested in this thing, and they learned all this stuff. They're just people. There's no talent, a special miracle ability to understand quantum mechanics or a miracle ability to imagine electromagnetic fields. It comes without practice and reading and learning and study. So if you say you take an ordinary person who's willing to devote a great deal of time and study and work and thinking and mathematics and timing, then he's become a scientist.
Hey everyone, welcome back, and today we are going to be talking about the Feynman Technique, which was named after the famous physicist Feynman. Now, let's get to it. What is the Feynman Technique? Feynman Technique is a four-step process which can be applied for students, professionals, lifelong learners, and everyone to easily learn a concept and fully understand it. Feynman Technique basically is teaching what you already know to someone and then seeing the knowledge gap within what you have taught. Now, let's break it down into four steps. Step number one, choosing a correct concept. Now, for example, you want to teach the concept to someone, or you want to learn the concept yourself. This is the main thing. You choose the concept first. For example, I want to teach you the special relativity or general relativity. Right? So here is the concept. I have chosen the concept. Now comes step 2. Teach it to a child. Well, you don't need to teach it to a child. What you can do is you can record yourself speaking that topic to yourself. For example, I want to understand relativity. So I will just record myself speaking about what I know about relativity. For example, space-time and then speed of light is maximum, etc. Details aren't important, but basically take that concept, what you have learned, and teach it to someone who is not experienced as yourself. Basically a person with two brain cells. Well, this will basically a simpleton. This will allow you to get to the basic level of the concept. This will allow you to understand the fundamental concept. Now, after step 2 comes step 3. So, what you taught to someone, there will be some knowledge gaps in that. For example, you taught a particular topic to someone, yet you missed one or two key bullet points, or you missed one or two facts. Now, you have to review those facts that you missed. And that is the thing that you don't understand about the concept till now, or you don't have, it's in the brain. Say you are explaining World War II, if you missed the entirety of Nazis, so you got a pressure to your history, man. That is basically it. Whenever you are explaining a concept to anyone, or even recording yourself, you just have to see which parts of the concept you missed. Most of this Feynman technique is going to be applied by students. So we can clearly say that we can clearly take an example that you all are having a textbook. The concept is written in the textbook. You can just open up your camera and you can just record yourself speaking about that topic, and you can just see what are the things that you don't actually know about them till now, or you have just forgotten. It is very useful in basically science. It is mind-blowing because it helps you to boil everything down to the most simplest level. And now let's come to step 4. Step 4 is review and simplify further. That is, you have figured out what are the knowledge gaps you are having. Okay, you have figured out what you know the best, and you figured out what you don't know at all. Now take that information, work on that information, and continue this process. Continue this continue explaining that topic over and over again. First, explain that topic, then review the topic, and then explain the topic again. This will lead to that topic being stored in your brain. You can also do one thing, that is, when you are explaining a topic, you can boil it down to the most simplest form possible. Think about You are teaching quantum mechanics to a 5-year-old. How much you need to boil everything down, you can understand. That's basically it. That's the entirety of Feynman technique. Now, what are its applications? The applications, mostly this is going to be beneficial for students. These are beneficial for other topics, like for example, you have to prepare a presentation on a particular topic which you don't know about the topic. You can research about the topic and talk about it, and use the Feynman technique to get a hold of the topic. But mostly, this is the students like me. Then it can be used to break down very complex ideas to a group of people who aren't that well versed in that idea. Now, what are the benefits of Feynman technique? The first and foremost benefit of Feynman technique is it will allow you to deviate from the path of pure memorization, because pure memorization might work in a subject like history and geography, but it doesn't work in science. And even in history and geography, if you understand what is going on, then you are more likely to score better marks. Then you can literally genuinely comprehend the topic, and then you can write your own answers. It's not that you are just memorizing 4 or 5 lines of text and you just vomiting it in the paper. And the second most important benefit of the Feynman technique is it will allow you to see which are the weak points that you have in your topic. You might say, I'm completely well versed in chapter number X, but once you repeat the Feynman technique with yourself, then you will get to understand that no, there are few key points I am missing out on that I don't have any clue about. Hence, it will allow you to build up more knowledge. What you can do now to really get into it is few actionable steps. Just pick a topic, any topic, it might be anything. You just pick a topic, it's someone or yourself. You just record it and see the information, see how much you are well versed in that topic. And Feynman technique also demands consistency. Like you can't just do Feynman technique, today I will explain and then I will never explain the topic again. That way it won't be as much effective as it could be. You can do, once per week Feynman technique session. I know there are various chapters and various topics. It's too much hard, but what you can do is you can choose the most complex topic according to you, and you can apply the Feynman technique onto it, which will force you to boil it down to the most simple explanation of that topic. In conclusion, I would only like to say that Feynman technique, if used correctly, is the only weapon you need to crack those exams for real. Now, that was basically it for the entirety of Feynman technique. You can go and watch this video on 5 study tips you need to know. I'll see you in the next one.